Bitcoin usually leads the S&P because it's so sensitive. And in the past, it does bottom earlier than the S&P, which is a bit slower. But still, I think it would be reactive to the S&P going down. But
I would second that. I think also if you look at whatever the technical analysis for Bitcoin, that level, whatever 75, 80 is kind of it's like a 200-day moving average sort of bottom of the trend there right now. If it does drop below that, you could see a significant further move down, right? On the other hand, right, if you say, okay, that is the bottom, then it's a classic situation where the price could go. I'm predicting the price is either going to go down a lot or up a lot.
You should start a paid newsletter. That sounds. But yeah. I mean, I think, I do think though that the interest in Bitcoin, I mean, it does feel like if it goes down to 77, or let's say it goes down to 70, I just think it'll just be bought up. I feel like there are so many people, institutional investors.
Yeah, exactly. Also, this kind of reminds me of sort of the last bear market when everyone was convinced that Bitcoin and Ethereum would drop significantly more than they did. And the max pain was that it didn't. And people ended up like,
I did that.
Yeah, exactly. People ended up getting offside and having to buy in much later. So I think now the consensus is actually that it's going to drop more because there's such great macro uncertainty. People have seen that Bitcoin reacts more than the stock market, reacts to a higher degree than the stock market. So people are expecting another 5-10% move down in the stock market. Why wouldn't Bitcoin drop another 20-25%? So that's what everyone's expecting. And yeah, it's max. So they're waiting, right? And so you could easily see it rip up high, and then people have to buy it at a higher level than they were hoping.
This was like a really weird correction for me where it went down like 30%, but the feeling to me is like nobody cared. Like nobody thought it was that significant of a move. Like in compared to like past cycles, you would like be hearing, oh, it's a massive correction. Maybe because the run up was like so early, but I didn't get nearly as much of a panic feel this time around from the 30% correction. And exactly like you said, Graham, where it's like, no, it's probably going to go down another 10% or 20%. Like 35% down is like pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of normal though for bull cycles. Like a 30% drawdown is in like Bitcoin is not unheard of.